So thank you for coming back. I hope that you enjoyed your lunch. And the plenary session will be divided to two parts. The first part, we will introduce you about this whole program. And not only the program, but also what the town itself and what the university can offer you. So the first 4 parts of the plenary session will be actually an introductory video from the town. Secondly, I will introduce you about this Szeged Scientists Academy program. Third, you will get the chance to have a video from the University of Szeged, where actually if you come to this program you will be students of this university. And after, we ask Zoltán Rakoncai, who is the director of the university part of the program, who will introduce you the details of the university of program. So after this first part, please stay with us, because in the second part of the program you will get the chance to hear Ada Jónát's presentation, who received the Nobel Prize in 2009, and she will speak about the new generation antibiotics. Enjoy it.
This is the Tisza, the river of Szeged, which is a popular meeting point of the people of Szeged, because you can chill in a pleasant way in the sunshine.
Szeged is one of the best university towns in Europe. The university provides a valuable degree, which is accepted in all the European Union member countries. There are several scholarships and programs, which means students can join the research groups or companies. Due to the international education, students came here from more than 60 countries worldwide to learn here in Szeged. Besides, there is a wide range of cultural and social events organized by the university.
Szeged has many successful scientists, and the Nobel laureate Albert Szent-Györgyi was also from here. Talented people should come here because we not only have excellent talent nurturing programs, but we have world-class laboratories and the research center as well. Socially, I would recommend Szeged because it's a beautiful city with many opportunities to relax, and social and cultural evenings are held every month.
This is the Dome Square, the most beautiful square in Szeged. Here you can see the Dome, which is the biggest church in Szeged. In this square, every summer, the Open Air Festival is held here.
In my opinion, Szeged is a great place for a university student because the quality of the education is very high and you can have a lot of other options to develop yourself, for example in the field of research. And apart from that, you can have plenty of social events where you can spend your free time in a fun way, and you can also meet a lot of other young people from your university.
So we are here in Termos, my school district science laboratory. For me, it's a really great chance to experience experimenting in such an environment with a high quality of equipment, which can carry out really complex experiments. And for our teachers, it's a really great chance to prepare us for national and international biology competitions. It has an inspiring atmosphere, it has a spirit of innovation, and by that we could create a methane biosensor, for example, for an international biology competition. And all in all, I'm really glad that I'm in a place where I can prepare for my future career.
Szeged plays a very important role in Hungarian scientific life. Albert Szent-Györgyi is the only Hungarian Nobel Prize winner who got the prize for his work done here in Szeged. Nowadays we can also find famous facilities, the BRC, the laboratories of the Faculty of Medicine, and the LE work together with high-ranked international research groups.
I would recommend to have a coffee at the Tick Cafe or just sit around in the grass next to the university library. Szeged is a lovely place.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome all of you on the 15th meeting of Nobel laureates and talented students. Unfortunately, this year we can meet virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, I am more than sure that you will get knowledge about our school and you will see what kind of new type of education we can offer you. So let me introduce this kind of multi-generational new school and program of excellence what we can offer you. Hungary had always good brain in the past, and if we look at the last century, 15 Nobel laureates were Hungarian origin. And if we look at the Nobel Prizes in physiology and medicine, almost every 20 years we had a laureate in the last century. Let's start it with Robert Bárány in 1914, followed by Albert Szent-Györgyi, who received the Nobel Prize in 1937, and also György Békessy in 1961 had Hungarian background. However, from all of the Hungarian Nobel laureates, Albert Szent-Györgyi was the only one who received his Nobel Prize based on the research conducted in Hungary, especially in Szeged at the University of Szeged. What was different on these people than others, that they never afraid of making mistakes. So György Békessy said that if you climb on a mountain's wrong side, that shall not be considered wasted work. You must make mistakes in your life, you must learn from it, and this will lead you to be successful. The second question after Hungary, why Szeged? Szeged is a beautiful city, a university city, and always Szeged was famous as a welcoming and giving city. In 1921, Szeged received the Franz Joseph University from Kolozsvár, and At that stage, the university faculty came over to Szeged, and for the next 10 years, the city gave plenty of buildings and also laboratories around the Dome Cathedral. You can visit actually in Szeged, and of course not only the buildings were important but also the talent, and this city, because they were growing so quickly and well, could attract and retain Albert Szent-Györgyi, who at that time were working in Cambridge, and provided him the really good resources to do his research activity, and this research in Szeged led him to receive the Nobel Prize. Of course, almost everyone knows that the current research level in Hungary is not as good as it was in the last century, and if we look at an analysis about where we are at the moment, we must realize the problems to solve in order to get a better scientific level in Hungary. Let's first look at what is the strength of Hungary and also at the University of Szeged. First, the founders, we actually strongly believe on this program and really extremely dedicated towards our missions. We strongly believe that this kind of new system, which can attract the young people, can lead to a different scientific level, and we can offer you some kind of education which may lead you to be best researchers all over the world. Secondly, of course, not only the organizers and the dreamers need to this program, but we have a really excellent grammar school in Szeged, the Radnóti Miklós Grammar School, who offer an exceptional biology education in the past and in the present, and is also one of the main places for the program. And also, I must say that the University of Szeged is also an attractive university and can provide you a high level of education during your courses. Of course, we have weaknesses, and these weaknesses really stop currently to be a country with the highest level of science. Nearly 500,000 have left the country since 2009, and if we look at about the age distribution of people who left the country, they are mostly the young people between 25 and 45. And if we look at about how many ERC grants are awarded in the different places, not only the amount of people who leave the country is a problem, but also they are really the best people who leave the country. So, where are the problems? The national Hungarian secondary school champions called OKTV are offered scholarship by foreign universities already who win prizes there. So they already open up the brain drain. And the best and the brightest choose currently not to be as a scientist, because the science as a career of your life not always offer you a smooth life. However, this is really very interesting, and almost every day you can find new things there. And if we look at not always the most talented ones who end up at the top research laboratories, so you have absolutely brilliant secondary school biology teachers, and they realize that you are a real talent. But when you come to the university, and if there is now no real bridge between the secondary school and university, the biology teacher and the mentors, we don't know which of you are really brilliant, and you also don't know which of the mentors would be brilliant for you. So therefore this program offers you to make this bridge, and we introduce you those mentors who already had exceptionally high level of research. And also the secondary school teachers will tell us which of the students have really great scientific efforts. So this new type of education system for excellence is crucially needed from the age of 16 and 36 to make this kind of bridge between secondary school, university and postgraduate schools together. What to do? Of course, as I said, you need to have the SWOT analysis. We really have opportunities. Currently, we receive a continuous support from the government, which makes us the possibility to have long-term planning. And the growth of support makes also an expansion of this program possible geographically, and also the involvement of other disciplines. What are the threats? Of course, science is in danger, and we must say that currently the brain drain, as I mentioned earlier, causing a big problem for you. And also the other problem is that if we cannot involve the other disciplines, the other kind of talented people to scientific activity, people will leave science. So we must do something, and we must have a plan. And this was the reason why we established the Szeged Scientists Academy. How to build up a program? Of course, the smart word gives you a very good frame to develop something. You must be specific, you must be realistic, and if I look at whether it's realistic or not, we must say that nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible, you have to do that. And if you respect your background and you learn about what your background did, of course, this is a very good base of a new program. And I am not sure that you have heard or not, but in 2012, at the University of Szeged organized a really excellent meeting to celebrate Albert Szent-György's 75th anniversary of the awarding of the Nobel Prize. And we were very lucky that 9 Nobel Prize winning researchers attended in the Congress, and not only them, but also another 200 really top scientists from all over the world were here. And actually this meeting gave us the idea to start building up a new school. And after that, each year we organize this kind of meetings and try to build up a program, and after send it to the government for discussion. And we were really very pleased to see that the Hungarian government in 2015 awarded us a really excellent funding, which helped us to keep the program continuously and develop not only the university of program part, which was actually at that stage available, but also the secondary school program. What is the specific of this program? This is a multi-generational new school of program. We have the secondary school part, which is a 2 years program and starting at the 10th class pupils, and we have the university program, which is a 6 years program, and after the doctoral school and postdoctoral fellowship. Currently we just start this year the doctoral schools program. We already will have students who already attended the University of Secondary School part. What are the measures about this program? Of course, as I mentioned, we need to build up a bridge, and currently we have around 100 secondary school teachers in the program. We have around 1,000 young secondary school students registered in the program, but altogether from the moment we have started, more than 2,000 students attended this kind of programs. We have around 100 mentors, around 40 international, and we start building up the Hungarian mentor system, and the plan is to have 60 mentors, and the possibility around for this foundation to have 60 university students. We have currently around 45 students. Of course, this program is not a live program that you enter this program once and after you always be there. You can enter the program and do your research. But of course, if your workload or if your creativity of your success is not what this foundation requested, of course you can come out from the program and find success in other part of the disciplines. But of course, if you realize in a later stage of your university career that you would like to join the program, this is also a possibility if you leave the level which is necessary to come into the system. Let's look at first how the secondary school program looks like. We have a 3 base program, base at Szeged and Hódmezővásárhely, and also we have another 12 regional based schools where already research can be conducted. You have laboratories there, you have regional based school teachers who can help you in the practice level at the laboratories. Of course, not only these secondary school students can join the system where these kind of laboratories are located, but another 123 schools are registered to our programs with more than 1,000 students, and you can go every time to this regional laboratory to do your research. And of course, we not only concentrated on the Hungarian secondary school students, but also looking at the other part of the world where the language is still Hungarian in the secondary school, and they also can join to this program. Usually when the students come to see us, they have frequently asked questions. One of them is, where will I live? This is one of the most common questions when they come. We started rebuilding the really nice building in Szeged, which is close to the theater, earlier called Bartók House. And this gives you an excellent opportunity to be there. Currently, the reconstruction is about 70% of the building, and we strongly hope that we can finish it within 2 years. And if you look at about the pictures of this school, of course, still need plenty of things to do before you enter there. But the main part of the building are already there, and approximately 1 year work needs only to finish this kind of schools. In every level you find different things in the school. Not only your room will be there, but there will be restaurants, fitness clubs, common places, lecture room. So we try to build up not only to have a sleeping facility for you, but also to have a living place, a social group to do not only your evening activities, but also you can have different programs during the day. The second question is, of course, who will teach you? Currently we have 25 mentors at the University of Szeged from different faculties, and also there are 70 mentors for one of the best Hungarian biological research center, which is located in the new Szeged part. But the 2 universities, the biological research centers and also the building, are less than a 1 kilometer circle in Szeged. The mentors are quite dedicated for the program, so when you enter the program you can have a chance to visit them. A couple of mentors actually during this 2 days meeting will introduce the opportunities what they have in the laboratories. We also have junior mentors which can teach you actually the lab practice. So you will have the senior mentors, you can learn the strategies and the thinking, and also the junior mentors there. And we try to give you all the best during the week and during the program, besides your university education, to help you to know the scientific activities. So we not only have Hungarian mentors, but we also have international mentors who has really great experience in scientific activities. We have 40 international mentors who will come actually every year to Szeged and hopefully to this building when it will be ready, and we'll try to give you lectures, ideas, and try to develop your scientific level. We annually try to organize several conferences in which you can get knowledge about our scientific activities. You can try yourself, you can looking at the program, and of course each year we invite Nobel laureate, and this year we were very lucky that Ada Jónát could join us. Unfortunately, we cannot welcome her in Szeged, but she has been here many times. In this program, we were lucky to have her 2 times, not only 2012, but later on in 2014, she already visited us. This year, she will virtually come and give you the lectures. Altogether, we have 11 Nobel laureates visited us, and I think this is a very good sign for you that not only we believe that this program is excellent and can serve your career wish, but also are in a very high level, and hopefully you will choose biology and physiology and medicine for your future career. The next question, what you usually ask, that what kind of skill do I need to have to be a scientist or researcher? You must have curiosity. You need to have an inner passion about that you would like to have new things, you would like to discover new things, and there is no special things you need to be a talent, but you need to be passionately curious, and of course you always need to ask questions. Millions saw the apple fall, but Newton asked why, and this led him for his discovery. And of course you need luck. Without luck you cannot do everything. However, if you work hard, luck will come, and you need to cross the walls during your career, and of course it's a decision from you which way you will cross the difficulties, but you must cross it, otherwise you cannot be successful. So let's look at what you need to have. You need to have a vision in your career. We also need to have a vision about the program. For this program, of course, we need young talents. We need special objectives during each year. You need to do it ethically well. We need a strategy. We need inside inspiration. You need partners, and you need people who are committed to this program. And if you look at, of course, we became to be lucky, and you can be successful, of course, when you are lucky. So please join us. Be successful, and I hope that you will come to the University of Szeged and start your educational and research career with us. Thank you very much for your attention.
When you choose your university, you don't simply decide about where you will study in the years to come, or about getting a degree. You decide what your employers will think of you when they read your CV. You decide if, during future job interviews, you can be proud of where you graduated. You decide about the community you will be part of, about studying in an institution of high educational standards, about the people who will be your professors and mentors, and who will teach you about your profession. To choose a university is the freedom to decide. The freedom to decide about the broadness of the range of your educational opportunities, about the level and field of education in which you can study. It is a decision about whether you make the perspective of lifelong learning your own and whether you want to stay in competition in the labor market. Now you have to decide about where you want to obtain practical knowledge, which will help you to almost immediately fit in your work environment and allows you to carry out useful work for the company. To choose a university is a decision about how open-minded and well-informed you want to be, and about getting to know and befriending students of different nationalities and cultures. By choosing a university, you express your desire for knowledge and your intention to take part in a life form and belong to a community. University of Szeged, where knowledge meets challenge. Szeged 2020. This video was made on behalf of the University of Szeged.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zoltán Rakoncai, and I'm Deputy Director of the Szeged Scientists Academy, and I will be introducing you to the university program of the Academy. This slide shows our motto, which is Sic itur ad astra. This quote is from Virgilius Aeneas, and it actually means thus the way to the stars. It was originally meant as the road to immortality. Unfortunately, we cannot guarantee you this, but I think it would be nice to achieve this, obviously in good health. So, are we looking for you? And in this lecture, I will be describing everything that's needed to get into the program of the Szeged Scientists Academy. What are the criteria? You need to be a full-time student at the University of Szeged. You need to be talented and motivated. You need to be interested in biomedical research. Unfortunately, we're not that much interested in, for example, mathematics. Hopefully, we'll get to that as well. You need to be keen and proficient in English. So the language of science is English. Without this, you cannot really achieve your aims. And last but not least, you need to commit yourself to a researcher's way of life, which is not always that easy. So we actually want you, and if you want to come to the University of Szeged, please consider joining the Szeged Scientists Academy. This is one of the pictures of our St. George students, which was taken at a previous Nobel laureate meeting, which was held in person. Unfortunately, this was not possible at this time. You can see distinguished Nobel laureate Erwin Necker sitting in the middle, and he had a very nice lecture and also had a very nice discussion with the students of the Academy, as well as the high school students. This slides introduce you to second to sixth year students. So actually 32 of them have joined in previous years, and in this year we've had 12 people joining the Academy. They are now looking for their mentors. The mentors have a great deal of interests, including neuroscience, cardiology, gastroenterology, molecular biology. So basically, if you're interested in biomedical sciences, I'm sure that you will be able to find your mentor. So these are some of the components of our academy, which you may think of as a treasure chest. And we're going through each of these components individually in the following slides. So the first part of this treasure chest is Professor Bert Szakman, who is the Director of Education of our Academy. He's a Nobel laureate in cell physiology. He won the Nobel Prize in 1991. He's working at the Max Planck Institute for Neurobiology in Munich, and he received the Nobel Prize for the discovery of the patch-cam technique. And interestingly, this finding was actually not published in a great impact journal, but lower impact, but eventually now that the technique has been utilized so broadly, its importance is now quite clear. So the scientific laboratories that our mentors are working at are mainly located on two sides of the river Tisza. One location is at the University of Szeged, and our collaborating partner is the Biological Research Center, which used to be part of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, but now it's part of the Eötvös Loránd Research Network. So our mentors, these are really great scientists who are publishing their results in distinguished journals. I will be showing you our mentors. There's 41 mentors overall on this slide, and the following slide as well. This is not a static list. We are constantly trying to get more and more mentors that obviously meet our criteria continuously. And we also have a huge list of international mentors. The next slide shows you our international mentors that have recently joined the team, and most of these people have been in Szeged and delivered a lecture to students. This slide shows you the mentors, international mentors that have been with us for almost since the start of this academy program. We also provide a very generous scholarship to the students. This at this point is 75,000 Hungarian forints, and this is paid throughout the year, so 12 months. Actually, it's paid in two supplements. One a guaranteed monthly supplement, and the other part of the scholarship is paid if the student fulfills the criteria of the academy and does well on the yearly audit. Of course, it's very important that you also have a chance to participate in other events besides scientific research. So we also provide a possibility for students to take part in various culture, recreational events. For example, we provide you free tickets to theater and events at the Ifjúsági Ház in Szeged. And hopefully, if COVID will pass, then this will be possible, because obviously at this point all the theaters and event centers are closed. One very important feature that we offer to students with the help of the Faculty of General Medicine is that you can have a customized timetable. So this gives you the possibility of moving around various practicals, so you can free up space for research activity in the lab. So with this customized timetables, you can even get up to 2 to 3 days of work in the lab. Another big advantage of joining the academy is you get training in English. So I think everyone can improve their training in English. And the skills are on both levels, like at intermediate and an advanced level. And we have a very great English teacher that helps students with this. And he's also the teacher of presentation skills, which is obviously very important in research as well. Hopefully you'll soon have a chance to get admitted to a new college that is in construction, and this is actually not a regular college. The slide shows you various advantages of a college. This will be a brand new one, refurbished college. It has a downtown location and with a capacity of 1 to 2 students per room, versus like the university colleges where you have 3 to 4 even per room. We'll have a library, study hall, its own restaurant, its own gym, laundry room, and a very big advantage of this college is that you will have a chance to meet Nobel laureates and international mentors, as well as our mentors from Szeged on the premises of the college, and you can discuss your results with them. These are some pictures of our college, which hopefully will be finished soon. This one picture of a room. You will have a gallery as well. You have your bed upstairs. This is a study hall, which is quite nice and sunny once it's going to be finished. So we are offering you obviously a lot of things, but you also have some obligations to fulfill. And these obligations include mandatory laboratory practice of 10 hours weekly. Our second obligation is that you can have regular presentations of your research findings. This is not only at the laboratory that you're working, but at various student conferences, TDK conferences. The third one is you will certainly have an improved presentation skills with attending the presentation classes. And of course, our big aim is to improve your linguistic skills in English as well. One also important obligation is to consult regularly with your mentors, and these mentors will have international mentors. You may be able to also join an international laboratory as well. There's some various courses that we also offer you, like library research, as well as methodological workshops. So this way you can get to know various methodological techniques that are used at our mentors' laboratory. And last but not least, it's very important that you publish your research findings. We have criteria throughout the 5 to 6 years of your studies in the program to publish at least one co-author publication and one first author publication. This basically is enough to obtain a PhD degree for most people. So, of course, you can also think of these things as opportunities as well, and not just obligations. What are the prerequisites of getting into the program? It's very important that in the advanced final exam in biology or chemistry you achieve a score of at least 75%. If you're below the score, unfortunately, you won't be able to apply. Following this, there will be a written as well as an oral exam, and out of the applicants, there will be some people that are chosen to join the program of the Szeged Scientist Academy. So, if you wish to apply, what do you need to be? Of course, most importantly, you have to be a full-time student of the University of Szeged, so please choose Szeged as your first choice. We promote students applying from the faculties of general medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, as well as biology, molecular bionics, chemistry, and teacher biology or chemistry as well. As I already mentioned, you need to be at least at the intermediate level in English, and you also have to be interested in life sciences or biomedical research. So the number of St. Györgyi students that we are admitting each year is around 10 to 15. As you could see, this year we've admitted 12 students. So this way I'm actually going to be getting to the end of my presentation, and this way you will be able to reach the stars. So we'll finish with our motto, Sic-itur ad astra. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Zoltán, and I hope that the first part of the program really showed us what excellence we can offer you, and we hope that you will choose us when you decide where to continue your studying in the future.